Many of you in this room, you've had brilliant ideas for business. Beautiful ideas you want to implement, and then before you know it, there's no capital. Has that happened to you? That happened to us in 2018 when we had a beautiful idea to do a stadium and a business park. This was a 20,000-seater stadium and a business park. But we needed 50 billion Ugandan shillings. That's around $15 million. But we only had 10 billion Ugandan shillings. So where are we going to get a 40 billion? The first thing which came to our mind was from the bank. So I went to the first bank. Wow. The guy talked a lot of English. I left him. Went to the second bank. Met a lady. The English he was speaking, I even needed it to be translated. It was too complicated. So we left again. So we sat down and said, why don't we come up with our own idea? And we mentioned and we named this idea Stone Soup Model. With this idea, we were able to build, and we're still building, an amazing 50 billion project with zero bank loan. So this evening, I'm going to be telling you how to make stone soup. This stone soup, I'm going to tell you about using a story. So once upon a time, there was a wise old man. He packed his bag and told the wife, I'm traveling. So he walked a very long distance without meeting anyone. When it reached sunset, he said, what? Why don't I rest in this town, in this trading center? Because he hadn't reached his destination. So he met the people in the trading center and asked them if they could give him room to sleep. They said, no, we can give you room. But he asked for food again. He said, can you also give me food? He said, no, I don't have food. Actually, all of us in this trading center, we're going to sleep hungry because we don't have food to eat. He said, okay, thank you. Since you have given me a room to sleep, I can make all of us stone soup. They said, stone soup? What is that? The old man said, okay, wait, come around. Can you make for me fire? So one guy went, got firewood, another one picked another firewood. Some woman, the only thing she had was a matchbox. She brought it, they made fire. He said, can you get a huge saucepan which can feed all of us? Some guy, the only thing he had was a saucepan. So he picked it and they started filling it with water. He said, fill it 3/4. And they filled the saucepan 3/4. So as the water started boiling, the whole trading center was watching this old man with his magic. So he picked his bag, he knitted a stone, and fixed it, put it in the boiling water, and started stirring it. And they were watching him. After like 5 minutes, he tasted, said, wow, this food is amazing. This soup is tasting good. But it reminds me of the soup where we added cabbages. Some guy said, oh, I think I have some small cabbage there. Let me go and pick it. He rushed, picked cabbage, carrot, another one rushed, picked carrot, green pepper, green beans, red pepper, chili. All these village people were getting whatever small thing they could get. Then another one got dry fish, dry meat. And the village baker said, actually, I have some bread I could bring. So as the soup was cooking, the aroma was getting in, and people were enjoying the aroma, and they started singing, they started dancing. By the end, they were able to serve everyone a delicious soup that evening. And the mayor immediately came to the old man, said, can I give you some money for this stone? The mayor said, no, I don't sell it. So in the morning, as he was leaving, the children nearby were playing football. And when they saw him, they started clapping. Said, old man, our man, old man, our man. He asked them, who made the soup? They said, you are the one who made for us the stone soup. Said, no, it was all of us who made the stone soup. Can we say it again? It was all of us who made the stone soup. So are you going to make it at home? Now, that is the story of the stone soup. So with this story of the stone soup, we said, but can't we be able to develop a project which the bank has refused to give us money? Can't we be able to develop it? So with that, we're going to watch this video. That is the design of our stadium. What you see there is the design of the stadium. And how we came up with it was we wanted what we call a living stadium. By living stadium, we didn't want something like Nambole, where there's no football, there's nothing going on. We wanted 24/7, this facility must be working. So in front there, what you saw were the businesses. We have 250 shops and showrooms. We have 3 banks. We have 3 hotels. We have a hospital. We have a nightclub. We have, in Arua, dancing moves together. So if you don't have a nightclub, you have messed up. Then we have 30 apartments. What you're seeing here are the 30 apartments. And behind these apartments is the stadium. But the design was done in such a way that the apartments are soundproof. The windows and the doors are soundproof. So you can actually be in your bed when people are playing football. Or you can decide to open the window in the sitting room and you're watching a live match. So that was what we meant by a living stadium. Then we created a hotel, which we made sure on the ground floor, this one you're seeing here, on the ground floor, we have a gold refinery. Because across Congo, a lot of gold comes to Arua. So we created a gold refinery, and then we have hotels, banks here, as you see. All this section you're looking at is the banks. And then we have a hospital somewhere at the corner there. And then we created a green park where people can be able to sit and just enjoy music or just enjoy the greenery. So with this project designed, we now made calculation. The calculation was, we want 40 billion. How can we raise this 40 billion? We realized if we sold off 40% of the businesses, it will be able to raise for us 40 billion. Now, what does that mean? We will sell off 40% of the businesses. We are raising 40 billion. We are left with 60% of the businesses by only putting 10% of the money, 10 billion of the money which is needed. That's around 20% of the money which is needed. So with that calculation in place, we went up, we advertised this project, and immediately people started coming. Now what helped it a little bit was a politician didn't like the project. So he made a little bit of noise. Now, everyone was annoyed, but I liked it. Because the noise he was making was going to send more information about this project. So for example, the radio station was charging me 2 million to go for a talk show about the project. But when these politicians started making noise, the radio station was begging us to come and talk for free. I even asked them, is there transport? So we went for 2 hours, we talked about this project, and there was one particular thing I picked. Among all the shops we had, there was one particular small shop, which was, we initially had wanted it as for cleaning equipment, but we had 3 of them. So we decided we sell one. And because it is small, just 4 square meters, it was going for 9 million Ugandan shillings. Now, this particular shop, when I was talking on radio, I didn't say 9 million. I said, this 9 million, we're going to give you 3 years to pay. That means per year, you'll pay 3 million. Now, people started realizing, oh, 3 I can pay. Then we said, If you divide the months by 10 months, the year by 10 months, that would be 300,000 per month, isn't it? You're now getting more people. Then we divided the month by 30 days. It came to 10,000 per day. Meaning to own that shop, you just need 10,000 per day. People were listening. People started making phone calls. They started realizing, actually, we can be able to own in this facility. So when I left the radio, came back to the site, a border guy was waiting. And he pulled 10,000, said, where's the shop for 10,000? That was our first client. And I loved, and we ended up giving him space to put his motorbike, and he became our biggest marketeer. Whenever people come, he comes around and said, I've actually bought shop here. Within 2 months, we ended up selling all the 40% businesses we wanted to sell to locals. Locals. I think there were only 2 non-local people who bought this facility. For our first 2 months, we were able to raise around 7 billion Ugandan shillings in Arua. Not in Kampala, in Arua. In fact, when the money started moving into the bank, the speed was too much that there was a particular day when our account was closed. Then the bank called us and said, hey, what is this? Money is coming from everywhere. We took the agreements to them, they saw them, and then they realized, oh, this is a genuine project. Now, we are now around, what you see up there is the actual thing on ground. We're now around 70%. This front part is what we sold, mostly to people. So we had to finish it fast so that we raise money quickly to do the behind part. And within the next 2 months, we'll be done with this front part and that part of the hotel, banks. So we'll be able to hand them over in the next 2 months, and we'll raise most of our money and we'll go behind to do the construction behind. And one thing we love about this project is that the people who were able to buy, they were locals, teachers, lawyers, not really people you will know, but people who knew they could be able to pay monthly and be able to afford. We gave them 3 years to be able to do the payments. I think within the next 1 year, we'll be done with the whole project. We'll have a 20,000-seater stadium. We'll have 250 businesses. We'll have 3 hotels. We'll have 1 hospital. We'll have a nightclub. We'll have a supermarket. We'll have 30 apartments. And we'll finish it with 0 bank loan, 0 government support. And I'm very happy about that. Thank you so much.